just us talking.
All right. Let me just adjust that real quick. There we go. We're all good.
All right. Hi, and welcome back to Dice Addicts Anonymous. Last time we left off, our party was stuck in an inn. Well, almost all of our party. Seishen here was stranded. He was called to the principal's office for being a very naughty bear.
What's wrong?
Now the heroes, after their brief encounter with their first bounty hunter, after Dante, they are coming to terms with what has happened and planning for what is next. All right, guys. So you're sitting in the inn, and it's a quiet night as the sun slowly starts to fade on the horizon. The shutters are kind of shut closed. You guys get ready for a night of rest. Seishen, meanwhile, you are also wandering the streets, and it is quite dark outside, and you're not entirely sure where the rest of your group went. And you're a little bummed that they didn't tell you where they were going to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a tavern. I need a drink tonight, I think.
Right. Okay, you head into the tavern. The box that you had been given after leaving the school being held by your arm underneath your cloak. You step into this kind of rubbish tavern. There's this pool of blood in the floor and some weird vines, and you kind of note to yourself, I think they were here.
Yeah. Good to know. Was the bartender still around, or is he dead, or what happened?
The bartender is currently sitting in the corner, not at the bar, at a table, drinking his own sorrows away.
I'm gonna go sit with him.
He's just kind of. Joey, I want to tell people right now.
What happened here?
Oh, witchcraft, voodoo, lots of fighting, dead person on floor. Not good for business. Customers leave.
I'll buy some ale.
He looks at you and goes, "Really?
Yeah, I'd like some ale, please.
With
I'll
the
pay you.
blood and everything?"
I'll pay you double for it. You seem to have had a rough day.
He kind of gets up and I get the ale and walks over to the bar and promptly collapses behind it.
Oh man, no one else is here.
Just go get it
Nah.
yourself.
Is there anything left in
The
his
devil on the
flagon?
shoulder.
There's quite a lot left in his flagon. There's actually quite a few empty flagons sitting on the table. You kind of count them up, and you're not really sure if your bare arithmetic is right, but you think it's somewhere around 20 ales.
I'm gonna peek over the bar and make sure he's breathing real quick.
Yeah, he's.
All right, I'm gonna grab that flagon and finish it myself then, because he's not going to. Free
All
ale
right.
for me. Glug glug glug.
Just imagine like the video game animation.
I'm imagining I peek over and I'm like.
It's
Okay.
very quiet in the inn. No one's here. It's virtually abandoned. There's a lone candle that's sitting on the bar. That's you sit there for a while as it slowly fades, and by the time the candle goes out, it is nighttime now.
Okay.
And you hear faint footsteps. And then you hear a voice. Hey, not so loud. Not so loud. We don't want anyone to hear us. And then there's another voice. No one's gonna hear us. The barkeep is passed out on the floor. No one else is here. I checked. Are you sure you checked? I could have sworn I heard someone drinking something. No. You're imagining. Listen, we just need to get the blood sample, and then we can find out where whoever killed our friend went. Unless they've cleaned their blades off by now. But that's never mind the point. Even if they cleaned it off on something, we'll find where it is. Oh, right. Okay, where was it? You kind of hear like someone tapping the floor until they hit liquid and they go, there it is. They kind of scrub the floor a bit and they get up. Andrew, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Yes, sir. 13.
As you're listening, you're like, you drop the flagon, but you pick it back up. And they were like, what was that? Hey, I thought you said you checked this. I said I checked it. Just believe it's probably a mouse. Here, mousy. The other voice goes, I'm just going to leave. This is none of our business. The reward on these hooligans that killed our friend, they'll pay. He's like, yeah, but do you hear breathing? No. Why would I hear breathing? Sounds like a really big mouse.
Seishen stands up. Insight.
Whoa! Who the heck are you?
I heard there was a bounty. I want in.
They go, who says we want to split it with you? And what
I
the
don't-
heck are you doing here in an abandoned bar?
I don't want the
With the
money.
barkeep passed out.
I don't want the money. I just want the blood.
Okay.
I'd be happy to work with you to help find these people you're talking about. I am a witcher by trade, after all.
We don't know what that is. But-
I hunt people.
We don't know what that is.
YouTube is now furiously moving to cancel us. That's copyrighted material. Ah!
No.
Bleep it out.
He who must not be named. The beep.
They kind of look at you, and one of them goes, "Well, who are you? How do we know you're not pulling our leg?"
I could tell you who I am, but I feel that it isn't relevant. What is relevant is the skills it's going to take to find these people.
I don't know. We think it's kind of relevant. We like to know who we work with, you know? Like,
Fair enough. My
our guy
name.
here that died, I mean, we're not going to share his name with you, but, like, we were good friends. I mean, heck, after his first bounty, he threw us all a party. It was great. Should have been there.
I wish I was. Truly. If you need to know my name, my name is Seishen Kuma of the Mathayan clan.
And they go, kind of confirm on themselves, and one of them goes, Are you those strange folk that live in the hills, way up north,
Way up north, indeed.
with the pelts and the thing?
The thing.
Yeah, the thing that makes you into a monster.
Be careful who you call a monster, scum.
Well, I'm only calling you a monster because one of you ate my cousin. He was up there doing a job, and your family ate him. Nasty
Well,
ones, that was.
If it's the monster that you think I am, I could easily cut both of you down right here, and you'll never be able to help your friends find these people. All I want
Can
to
he
do is help.
that? I didn't think. Can he do that? He's threatening us. He's the one. Oh, I suppose we broke into this bar too. Oh, darn! He's got us. He's got us in a stalemate.
Seishen smashes the flag. Is it glass? Is the flag made of glass?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Definitely wood. Some steel.
Never mind.
Well, not steel, but like there's a metal band around it to hold it together. You know what
I
I'm
guess
talking about.
I'll slam it down loudly, I guess.
Ew. Hey, that's a good flagging. No need to waste that. Come on, man.
They respect the craft.
Listen. You two seem to be in some trouble. You seem to be looking for some people. All I want to do is help.
They go, listen, we were supposed to be part of a team. Our friend here went in single-handedly. Okay? We could have easily taken the targets. No problem. He had the information. He didn't want to share. He went in. Poor bastard.
Interesting.
Kind of got what he deserved, though. Yeah, he did kind of get what he deserved. Yeah, I know.
Interesting. Listen, if you give me the details on these people, I could help you find them.
Well, we're not entirely sure where they are right now. Yeah, but I can find them. I can find them. I know a guy who knows a guy who has a cousin who works with blood. That's not what he does, you idiot. Oh. He's got blood magic. I think.
Oh.
Not entirely sure. I certainly hope he does, otherwise I paid him way too much money for this sample already.
Interesting. And these
Nothing
people,
compared to the reward, though.
these people you're talking about, do you know what they looked like? Do you know their names?
No, haven't got a clue, really. Yeah,
Just-
he kind of took the description with him, because he's
So
the one that got the information.
all you know is that there's some kind of voodoo magic witchcraft here.
Oh yeah, plants don't grow out of dead wood just like that. That's some spooky shit, mate. Like,
Fair enough.
who the fuck said the ground could move?
True.
Listen, man. Everyone knows that we are all built on one giant rock. Rocks don't move, ground can't move. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me, yes.
The rock doesn't move, so why is it moving? Dead things don't grow. Why are they growing? It's spooky. I don't like it. Hey, shush. You're getting off topic.
Well, if you would like my help, I am offering it to you now. But if we go our separate ways, then I will not be able to help you.
And you really ain't gonna take any of the money?
I'm not interested in the money. I'm just interested in the hunt.
Figures. Bears. Okay. I'm sorry, Kemper, I just read your message. He goes,
Sorry.
fine.
I'm sorry.
My name's Jared. No, this is Julith. Don't ask about why his name's the way he is. He was unfortunately named by hippies. They were not hippies. They're druids. It's different. They got religious connotations. You don't even know what religious connotations means. You're illiterate. No, I'm not. He goes, well, that's just mean anyway. I like him better. He might be a bear, but at least he talks nice.
Well, thank you.
Alright. Well, anyway. Come on. We gotta go find this, a blood magician. I'm not sure if he's legit, though. Follow us. They walk out
Very well.
of the inn. Alright. Cutting back to the rest of you. In the inn. In the inn. In the inn.
I'm just in a
What?
silly, goofy mood tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
I would like
Dante's
to.
gonna kind of sit in a corner and play with his dagger.
Okay.
I'd like to retire and meditate. What is it? I'm not sexually frustrated. I'm religiously frustrated.
I'm not even sure.
Is that a thing?
I don't understand.
I don't think that's a thing.
It's like pent up. It's like the pent up. I can't like do what I want to do.
I think you.
You know what I mean?
You're having a
Like-
spiritual crisis.
So it's like
Yeah.
sexual
Yeah.
tension, but it's religious tension.
Call
I
it
don't. I think you just invented a term that never needed to
Religious
exist.
tension.
Blaine.
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
like
I think that's what they used to define when two religions don't like each other. Blaine.
I think that's just called being stressed out, Saul.
Well.
Yeah, man. Take a chill pill.
Well, that's what I'm gonna try and do.
Yeah.
Is
All right. You're meditating.
yes.
Kyo, Hazor.
Are you gonna let me like do? There's nothing more I can suss out about the ring without.
Correct. There is nothing else you can suss out about the ring.
Okay. Well, she probably just like turns it over in her hands, and kind of thinks about how like this is the only other druid item that she has, and she'll probably just like look at it as she falls asleep.
All right. Hazor.
Yeah, I'm trying to probably pass out.
Okay. Noted. All right. Andrew, you are led down a very dark and kind of sus alley in the lower city. There's all these buildings built on top of each other, so you can barely see the sky through the rooftops above. As you walk down, you kind of hear the chattering of rats and other critters beneath your feet as you kind of wade through the refuse. The kind of snivelly one goes, I think we're getting close here. Goes, shut up, we're not there yet. It's like, no, we're supposed to take a left here. Did you go to see him the first time, or did I? Why do you always doubt me? Because you're not that smart. Well, you don't have to say it. It's not really nice. They kind of wade through and he goes, see, it is. Right here. Oh goodness. What's his name? Oh! Right. That's his name. It's like, oi! Seamus! I don't think he heard me. Just wait, he's coming. How do you know? Because he... Would you be staying up halfway through the night just for a dang vial of blood? Oh, you got a point there. Yeah. My bad. To the door comes this fairly large man that looks at you, Andrew, and goes, I thought there was only 2 of you.
I've been hired to help with the hunt.
Well, that seems like a poor account for planning. Why are you guys trying to split it 3 ways? It's much better to split it 2.
Well, I'm not interested in the money. Just the hunt itself.
Well, you're an absolute idiot then. Not really much of a pro to do if you don't have much to get paid. Regardless, who is it you're trying to chase down? And they go, we're not entirely sure. We're hoping that you could help us with that. Alright. What do you have for me? Some blood. Is it their blood? Well, no, but like, they might have some more of this blood on them. Well, that's not very helpful now, is it? Do you have a name? Well, no, we don't. Well, that's not very helpful either. What do you have? I need something of personal value, or perhaps something that they've touched recently. You know, my abilities as a seer only go so far. Well, I thought he was a blood magician. Shut up, those don't exist. See, you're making yourself look silly right now in front of Seishen here.
Seamus, is it?
Yeah, that is me.
You say you need something that they touched recently, and that would help?
Yeah. That's kind of the point. I'm a tracker. I can pick up on the scent of blood. I have quite good smell, but like there's a lot of other smells. But if you have something that they touched recently, I can follow it semi-psychically. I'm not entirely sure how it works.
Perhaps these berries may suffice. I hand him the berries that the headmaster gave back to me.
He goes, where did you get these berries?
I am a tracker myself, although likely not as good as you.
He kind of tosses it back to you. He goes, those are not natural berries, and you did not find them anywhere, and you are not a tracker. That much I know. However, I can find them now. He goes, 1 second, and he closes the door. There's like this faint humming, and there's about 10 minutes pass, and he walks out. He goes, they're staying in an inn off the main street. Just on the other side of the main street from here. You got to head down the alleyway, turn right, turn left, across the main street. They're in a room in the back end of the building, access to the alley, etc. Quite smart. He goes, I don't know why you're after them, but I sense magical presence, and then something I never seen before. Makes me kinda need to reconsider things. It wouldn't let me spy on them very much longer. I could tell where they are, but I feel as if I was almost allowed to see them, if you know.
Interesting.
Like if whoever was permitting my vision didn't want me to see it, then they could just cut me off in an instant.
Interesting.
I don't know who you're after, or if they got the power of a god, or if a god likes them. But I wouldn't mess with those. You're gonna get more than you's bargained for.
Thank you for your help, Seamus.
He goes, I'll get out of here. I don't want whatever was permitting my scrying to come back. He goes, get off my doorpost. Aye, that doesn't tell us a whole awful lot. What do you mean that we're getting in more than we're in for? He goes, that's all I'm telling you. And he shuts the door.
Well, Jared, you seem to be the sharper one here. What do you think we should do with this information?
It's gated. Come on. It's a hard G followed by added.
Excuse me. As you know, I'm from the north. We speak of
that
it
hard.
differently.
I swear, these people from up north, they can't pronounce anything. Well, why am I supposed to know that? I can't tell what he's saying. I just kind of sort of understand every other word. Kind of go off of that. Yeah.
Well,
He goes, I'm not really sure what our friend got into here. Or if you really want to stay with us, mate, because you're not actually getting paid.
I absolutely want to stay. This sounds intriguing.
He goes, I'm not really sure if it's worth it. I mean, he did promise 10,000 ducats, but is 10,000 ducats worth our life? Of course it's worth our life. You're barely worth 10. Boy, that's... I don't know what that means. He goes,
Listen.
anyway.
Stop with this bickering. Listen. Seamus told us that they have access to the alley. Is that...
Yeah?
So that means that they have an escape route if we were to enter through the front, through the inn.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I suppose you are, yeah.
When we approach them, we should do it tonight, before they leave while they're asleep. That would be the best idea. We should have 2 of us in the alley waiting for them to escape while one person scares them out through the front.
Oh, yeah. That's... yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes,
Gary,
I believe...
What do you think about this? Who's going in the alley and who's going up into the room?
Well, do you 2 have weapons?
Of course we've got weapons, I just haven't showed them to you.
Okay, well, I do not carry weapons. I can go in through the front. And you 2 are obviously stronger with your weapons.
Wouldn't it make sense for us to go in then? Because we drive them out easier.
Well, my thoughts are, if they killed your friend, they likely aren't wanting to be found. If at any any reason to flee, they'll take. Any disturbance might scare them off. So it would be better to have the stronger two of us waiting out the escape route for whenever they run. I don't believe they would want to fight in the inn.
You're probably right about that. I like you, Bear Man, even though you're a little odd. And you're ugly as heck.
You gonna take that, Bear Man? You gonna take that?
Listen, I'm just trying to do my job.
He's like, don't matter to me. As long as I get paid, 10,000 ducats will set me up quite nicely. He goes, alright. Let's do it. Oi. What? Come on, we gotta go. They're like, let's go catch ourselves some 10,000 ducats. You guys walk down the alley, turn right, turn left, and walk down the street down to the main street. The main street is not very busy at all. It's kind of eerily quiet compared to the bustle of the day. You guys cross over the street, and there's the inn. Garrett looks at you and goes, we'll be around back.
All right. I'll be going in.
Alright. You kind of walk up to the second floor of the inn, and guys, you wake up to at the door.
No, I did not knock on the door.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess I did knock on the door. I knock on the door. However,
Alright.
directly following this, I roll some berries under the door.
You guys
So,
see berries roll
I-
under the door.
I was gonna say beforehand that I was gonna have Dante not go to sleep if preferable. So yeah.
Okay, well, if then Hunter, you're still awake and you just hear a door knock, and then a berry hits your foot. Very large berry, about that big.
Dante picks it up, kind of sniffs it, I guess. And
Smells good. You're not even sure how a berry could smell good. Usually they don't have much of a scent. It's astounding.
now, why is that so darn good?
Dems to berries, man. Dems
Long
to berries.
story. I rub my eyes and open the door.
Kyo,
Seishen, how did
Listen.
you get here?
listen, not a lot of time to explain. There are two mobsters or something outside the alley in the back. They're looking for you. I don't know what you guys did, but we gotta get out of here.
Well, it's not what we did. It's what some jackass who decided
Listen.
to join us did.
Listen to me. That whatever happened does not change the fact there are two men that think that I'm working with them to hunt you down. They're in the alley. They're in the alley waiting for you to run and flee through there. If we run out through the front of the inn now quickly enough, they'll never know.
Okay. Well, where are we gonna go then?
I have no idea. I'm not normally the big thinker in this party, so I just did what I had to. My
Actually,
plan
kind of
ends
a big
here.
brain move, honestly.
My plan ends here.
Saul,
I wake
Hazor,
up.
any ideas?
Seishen!
Saul!
My boy. I pat him on the back. So the situation. It's people out in the alley.
Yeah,
That's it?
there are two men in the alley with weapons waiting for you guys so that they could avenge their friend that apparently you guys murdered.
Why don't we just leave through the front door?
That's what I'm saying.
Go to another inn, a couple blocks down, and then let them wait.
Azor kind of like flicks his thumb on the blade of the axe and says, "Only two."
I missed you, Hazor. How are you guys feeling? If you had a battle, are you wounded? Could you take these two guys?
I'm
Uh,
fine.
Oh wait,
Good sir, would you like to rephrase that question?
Could you take these two guys? Are you wounded?
Could I take these two guys? Yes. But am I wounded? No, that is an entirely different question.
Hmm.
Bear in
Seishen,
mind,
this is our-
Seishen, you have never met this man before. You're not
Who-
really sure why he's here.
Who's this guy?
We found
Who's
a
this guy?
replacement for you already. I'm sorry. It
No,
really happened
no.
pretty quick.
He
It's a long story.
he tried to kill us.
Where did that
That is
berry go that I
not
rolled in
true.
here?
I ate it.
You ate my berry?
You've clearly got more if you rolled one down the freaking under the door.
Okay, listen, I think we can explain all of this later. Let's
Good
get
idea.
out of here before
Yeah.
they start to worry about Seishen.
Or we could just kill them.
Hazor,
What
if you
about
want to
Philip?
drop down on him, I'm all for it.
Hazor, if we kill them, there's gonna be more looking for them. We've already caused a stink by killing
I have another.
this guy in the bar.
I can propose one other idea here.
Okay.
I say
The two men said that there's a 10,000 reward for them to find you.
Okay.
However, I don't know if that means alive or dead.
this is not something we should be entertaining right now.
No.
As much as I love money.
As
Okay.
somebody that has some familiarity with this contract, I can assure you that it is dead and not alive.
Okay, who's this guy again? Can we just?
Dante over here. We got a contract out on our heads.
You're there.
What?
I see.
Short answer,
Other way.
yeah.
Other way, Saul. He's on
No.
the other side.
I'm
No,
pointing.
Saul.
No.
Saul,
You
you're
gotta
pointing at Hazor.
You gotta check the screen. You gotta check the screen.
Oh, the stream. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Bamboozled.
Yeah.
Station's planar lore is hurting his head because he's hearing about streams.
There's a contract
those things
out.
that go like a river?
Contract out on our heads. Bada bing, bada boom. This guy decided to spare us. So I guess
And you're trusting him?
No.
don't really have a choice.
What if he's playing the long con? And that's beside the point. We should probably leave through the front exit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Begrudgingly.
I'm not a fan of making more of a scene than we have to. Why don't we
Right.
just debate these fools and then
Seishen hands Hazor a berry and says, "This might help you feel better about this choice."
Excuse me, sir.
if you'll
but
finally
what does
eat one.
debated mean?
moving on. So I didn't
Right.
meditate for
Mormons
long
are
enough
weird.
to see anything. I was trying so hard.
You sure did meditate quite hard.
Yeah. So you guys are heading out the front way?
Yeah.
Evidently, yes.
You guys walk out still early morning. Very quiet. Everything's abandoned. There's like no one anywhere.
Guys, you guys run. What inn are you going to go to so I know where to meet you? I'm gonna try to get these guys off your trail.
I don't think that's a good idea, Seishen. From what
Why?
you told me, you told them that you would scare them out. So if they
I'm gonna
see
tell
you-
them
You
that
just
no one
showed
was
up
in there.
without them.
No one was there. I'm gonna go back there and say that we got bad information.
I think should just come with us, Seishen. We have a lot to catch up on.
Okay.
How intelligent are these people that you were with?
One of them is not the sharpest tool in the shed. The other one
Well-
is quite strategic seeming.
Perhaps if you can convince the not so brilliant one, then perhaps.
Granted, if they turn on me, I will be one man versus two.
Why don't we just all walk up and then you tell them we didn't find them. Sorry.
Or we could walk up and punk them all together.
I think we should just all move on.
Good idea.
Well, do you know how many people are after you?
Apparently everybody.
Oh, so if we kill these guys, that won't really
No.
help at all.
No.
Okay, well, I say we go together then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Righty.
Sorry, again, what's this guy's name? Who's this guy?
This is
Hi, Hazor. Nice to meet you.
I think he said his name was Gante or something like that.
Gante.
Sir,
What kind of name is
my name
Gante?
is Dante. You are saying it
Dante.
incorrectly.
Listen, everyone around here gets mad about mispronouncing their names, man. I'll tell you what.
You Northerners are so damn weird.
Saul, our names are easy to pronounce. These people.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
What
Gante,
the
I
hell
think.
is hard with Dante? Dante.
John?
Not very complicated.
Jonte?
Oh,
Jonte?
good
Did you
lord.
say
I think
Sean?
they like when the G is hard. Saul, like Gante.
Gante. Gante. I'm saying
Dante
it
has
right.
very,
I'm saying it right.
very
I don't know what you're
visible
talking about. I'm
frustration,
saying
but
this
says
right.
no more.
Gante.
Gante. Yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
obviously clearly
Alright.
Gante. Look.
Roll
Dante
out.
says
You
nothing.
guys might want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're moving. We're going.
All right. You guys are just wandering down Main Street, I suppose. And kind of look around. Not too many places that look open.
We could sleep in the trash. I tried that one time. It was pretty good.
Are you speaking in character?
Yeah.
Or
Do you not remember?
I don't remember.
Episode 2. Or episode 1, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could sleep in the
Oh.
trash. That's
What's
true.
an episode?
That was out of character. Gante. This is going
Just
great.
check in. Just check in.
Gante moment.
So you get this feeling that you should walk down a certain alley.
I just do it. I'm not saying like follow me or anything. I'm just going. I just walked down.
All right.
Station
Okay. Hang on.
hastily follows him.
I'm like in a trance. I'm dialed in. I'm not trying to lose this because
Flow state moment.
yeah.
All right. You guys kind of follow Saul, and he kind of walks around, and then he walks down some stairs, and you're now below street level, and there's this little arched door to your left.
Yeah, that's my left. I go in the door. Obviously. Or I
You
knock
kind of
maybe.
step in. Oh, okay, you knock.
Yeah.
After a little while, this tired man goes, "Hello. What are you doing here?"
Hi. We're travelers looking for a room.
Here,
Yes.
in this place.
Yeah.
Okay, come on in. All right.
Okay.
I turn to the guys. I'm like, come on, we got it.
Dante's just like,
Seishen quietly says to Saul, "You know this guy?"
No, we're cool though. We're cool.
Okay.
He
We have a lot
kind
to
of
catch up on.
splashes some water in his face, and he goes, "Brother!" He kind of hugs
Brother.
Saul, and he goes, "I know not your name, but I see the sign, and I trust." He goes,
Oh.
If you need beds, I'm afraid we don't have any. But the floor is quite warm. And we have some furs in the corner. They're not particularly good, but they'll do.
What type of
Um,
furs do you have?
Deer furs and
Is that
some
it?
badgers.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool.
Just checking. Just checking.
Nah, no bears.
Say, brother, what is your name?
My name is Grishesh. I have lived here for about 5 years now. I mean, I was living out on a farm. But then my parents sent me here to get an education at the Barded College, but then I failed out. And then I had a divine experience. And now I recognize the sign. And now I'm here.
May the
Live a
sign
poor,
call
not
to-
much money. But it's good. Good life. My parents don't want me back though. They said won't be having any of those Centurions in our home. Not here, not ever. We're a druidic household. We practice the old gods and not any of that nonsense that came from across the sea. I don't really understand why my parents have such a disdain for a divine revelation, but here I am, and it has led me to you.
It's quite the calling. Quite the calling. Yes.
He goes, "Oh, would you like some tea?"
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Okay. Kind of walks into. He steps down a couple steps and he stokes the fire. It's all one room, in here, and he puts a pot in the embers. He goes, "It'll be done in a little bit. What brings you here?"
Truth be told, brother, I was in need of room, and I just felt a calling drawing me to this place.
I understand that. I mean, not exactly, but I kind of understand that. Similar things have happened. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the hospitality. You said you are a Centron? We are Centron?
Centrin, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, one who follows the three-faced one.
The three-faced one.
Or at least that's how I understand it, and that's how it was taught to me. Yeah.
I'm a
There are
little
three.
rusty on
Yeah.
my lore. I don't know how else to call it.
Well, brother, you have to know. 3 faces, 3 persons. Still one god, though. Not entirely sure how that works. It's beyond me. But I've been told that it's true on account of very reliable sources and of this book that only seems to make sense to the ones that are actually supposed to know what it means. He hands you his book. In it, Saul is very similar lettering to the book you have that was given to you by Abram.
I see. So I can't read it. Can
I? Not as of yet.
Okay.
You think you start to see some stuff, but nothing substantial. Maybe like a letter or here, and you're like, oh wait, I recognize patterns here, but not enough to recognize content.
I see. Grishesh, could I hold on to this?
I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't. It's kind of my only copy.
I understand.
But do you have a copy?
I don't.
He goes, oh, that's curious.
See, I'm fairly new to this.
I don't really have a full copy. It's just the little bit of binding. It's like I'm It's my only book I own. It's only about 12 pages. But I suppose if you need it, because you're not even sure who our god is. So I suppose you might need it more than me. So you can take it.
Thank you very much, Grishesh. I suffered a nasty fall, and my memory's escaping me.
He does. Oh, I see. Well, I understand that, and you need to relearn and kind of rekindle your faith then, don't you? I was supposed to get another book. It was supposed to be a second book. It was supposed to teach me more than that one was, but the man who was supposed to deliver it never came.
I see. Do you know?
Not really sure what happened there.
Do you know of the man?
I don't even know his name really. I was just told he would come and he would give me the sign, and I would know who he was.
Could I present the way to him? My text cult that I was. Yeah.
Yeah. You hand it to him. He goes, "Oh my god, this is much bigger."
Yes.
Kind of searches through it. He's like, "I don't really understand most of this. But there's bits and pieces I recognize." He goes, "Oh, you have a copy of that book." I said, "Why did you say you didn't?"
See, I don't understand it. How am I supposed to know what the book is if the context is?
He goes, "Oh, so you don't even know what this is?"
No. Could you elaborate?
He goes, "Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be very helpful because I'm not really a learned man. I'm not really sure how I can read this. I can't read too much of else. Sort of a miracle, I suppose. But from what I understand, this book talks about a god that created us, and he created everything around us. But he's in this conflict with this dark force that shackled everything that he made. And then he did something to free it, but he freed us in the sense that we now struggle with him as opposed to against him in the shackles. And now we're waiting for him to come back and take us somewhere without any of the dark stuff. But that's about as much as I understand. I didn't really read too deep into it. I'm still kind of learning, but that's as much as I understand.
I see. Well, this is the most I've ever heard. Thank you so much.
He goes, "Really?"
I mean, to be fair, I sort of understand. I feel like I've always understood, but
yeah,
it really puts it into words.
the text did say something about everyone truly does understand, they just don't know it. Something along that. I'm not sure if I read that part right, or if it was explained to me right. I do need help with explaining. It's why anytime there's a traveling friar around, I like to go see them, because I have questions. They don't come around often, though, because usually they get caught on the road. And usually they get killed before they make it into town.
I see.
Maybe that's what happened to our deliverer.
Possibly.
Poor bloke. Hope he's okay. I should probably pray about this. He goes, "You're welcome to have the tea. It's probably ready by now.
Ooh.
And I hate to go to sleep on you all now, but I really should go to rest. I'm supposed to work in the morning."
I wouldn't want to keep you up.
Say, Grishish, is it?
Grishesh, but yeah, close enough.
Would you like a berry?
You're about to
As-
ruin
as-
this man's life.
As thanks for letting us stay.
He goes, couldn't possibly. I don't need thanks. It's really just me being hospitable.
Well, we greatly appreciate your hospitality.
You guys, I'll be off to bed now. I hope you guys have a good sleep, although I don't have, like, beds or anything. He kind of...
Krishesh, do you need, since you said that this text is more complete than yours, have what you gave me back.
Oh, thank you! I
I wouldn't want to
appreciate that.
keep 2 copies.
He goes, yeah, it would be rather silly to keep all these books in just one place when no one can read them.
Yes, yeah.
He kind of puts his book on this little shelf next to his, like, little mat of hay and goes to sleep.
Dante begins to drink some tea.
Yeah.
So
It's
Seishen-
mediocre tea, but, you know,
It's
gets the
free.
job done.
Yeah.
Seishen, what's been going on with you? What happened to
Well-
you?
What happened to you? You guys killed someone?
Okay.
We didn't. Gante here killed someone.
There were vines at the scene, Kyo.
I was entangling the guy to try and get him to stop fighting us off, and then this guy just comes up and slits the man's throat in front of the entire bar.
Hey, man, there's children nearby, or Krishesh. Don't want to harm his poor ears.
And you're traveling with him now.
Not my decision.
This is best explained by Kyo.
What do you mean best explained by me? He took me hostage. He attacked me in an alleyway and said, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, but other people will." Like that's supposed to mean I'm supposed to be thankful or something. Then he.
So
Well,
you're telling me
You're mischaracterizing the story a little bit, but you also are making your friend's point very reasonably. So I don't know if you helped yourself or not, but I
Listen.
digress.
Listen, Gante, is it?
No, it is not Gante. It is Dante. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Okay, whatever your name is, you are not here to kill us.
No, because y'all would be dead. Well, I presume you wouldn't, because you evidently weren't with them, but the others would be.
Fair enough. That's a fair point. If you had Kyo in an alley by herself, and she's still here, I believe we must trust you, at least for now. Well, some interesting things happened with the headmaster. So, whenever you all left the Bardic College, the headmaster brought me in to interrogate me. And obviously, I had no idea what he was talking about. He assumed that I had stolen or created these magical berries. All I know is that Sam gave them to us. That's all I know. And eventually, he understood that I knew nothing. And so I asked him, where did these berries come from? And he said it must be some type of fey magic, or something of the sort. And so I asked him about the sled, about other fey magic, and he said, we must have taken a fairy road, or done some sort of astral traveling. And at this point, I asked him, who is capable of types of magic like this? And he told me a story of his teacher when he was young, 60 years ago, in the South. He said that his teacher was a bit erratic and had a circus with inanimate animals. And so I told him that we met Sam. And it turns out Sam was his mentor 60 years ago. I don't know how Sam is alive, and neither does the headmaster. But he seems to think that the bag... Keo, do you still have the bag of berries?
I hold it up.
He seems to think that Sam is tracking us with that bag. With some sort of tracking spell. And he gave me... We don't believe that this is for a bad reason. And he told me that he had something for me to have. And so he took me to the restricted section of the Bardic College and gave me this box. And I lift up the volcanic, glass box thing he gave me. He said that Sam gave this to him and said it would open for the right person. But it never opened. So he asked that I return it to Sam. And I'm going to hold on that promise for him. So we need to find Sam.
Well,
couldn't we just put it in the bag?
I'm not certain if that would work. However, if we're being tracked by Sam, like the headmaster thinks, I think it's possible that we could get him to come to us.
fair
But
point.
my only goal regarding Sam is to return this box to him.
What do you have in mind for summoning him?
Well, I haven't had much time to think about it, as I just followed some mercenaries to your inn and promptly ran away. So
It's clever thinking, by the way. I really like that Seishen.
well,
Yeah, that was really smart.
it's, just right place, right time kind of thing, I guess. Don't, you don't need praise me for it.
Well, I still am. But could I
Well,
take a
thank
look
you,
at that
Saul.
box?
Sure. He hands it to Saul.
Anyone else that wants to look at it, I guess we set it on the table, or if there's a table.
Yeah,
we
I
can-
want to take a look at it.
The box is a solid piece of volcanic glass that's kind of chiseled into a box form. There are no seeable cracks in it.
This is a
Is
box?
there anything on it?
There is nothing on it.
The headmaster told me he tried to open it, but had no luck.
It's very interesting. Now, does that mean Sam dealt with Fey magic?
Yeah.
I would assume.
Or he is one.
Yeah.
The headmaster was quite perplexed at the idea that Sam was still alive, as he was an old man whenever the headmaster was learning from him 60 years ago.
That's true.
Hazor, you were right. This is Fey trickery.
Yeah, I'm just over in a corner mumbling about Fae and tricks.
No one wants to listen to Hazor. Hazor says to leave.
Something to dwell on.
Gante, do you know anything of this Fey magic?
Dante doesn't know what Fae are.
Very well.
Gante over here thinks that whatever
Dante
you're
thinks that
saying,
he wants to stab you.
Gante, I think you need to go to Ganger Management.
Well, okay. So let's just kind of recap here.
Yes, we haven't told Seishen what happened. have we?
I thought you did.
No, I
Did
was just
something
gonna
else
say
happen?
we basically have. So right now we have half the city after us. We still have to figure out how to get that letter forged and sent to the royal court and the right person at the royal court. We have to figure out now how to summon Sam on top of that.
Hmm.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe that delivering this box to Sam is of our immediate concern.
Fair enough.
I will say, Hazor and I went and got the stamp made. It should be ready to pick up today.
Like this morning, right?
I believe so. Once everything opens up.
Okay.
Something to note, although I think we should be cautious in that part of the city.
And we still also have to make the fake letter and then find someone to bring it to the royal court and also make sure we're bringing it to the right person.
We have an extra person that the Royal Scribe Master hasn't interacted with in our jolly group of people.
That's
could
true.
deliver a message.
Are you referring to Gante?
The only problem is that, like, the city is after me too, so...
The city's after you?
What a pickle.
Well, obviously, I'm with you.
I mean, he did slit a man's throat in front of half the city, so...
I don't quite think that's why they'll be after me, but whatever.
The two mercenaries that I met didn't seem to recognize me. I'm not sure if that was just because they were unintelligent or if they don't associate me with the rest of you.
Well, there's no reason to. The only reason the town is after us is because of the murder, but we can't deliver the letter to the scribe master because he's already seen all of our faces. What we need
That's
is someone
true.
that isn't wanted by the town and can deliver a letter. Someone that is particularly of a slave class, almost to resemble the letter's original recipient.
Interesting.
I believe. Not slave necessarily, but peasant sort of. Not someone of noble.
Story master question: what is Gante wearing right now? Carl?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
What is Dante wearing?
Dante, what are you wearing?
So I envision Dante wearing, I suppose, a cloak, I guess, just because that's probably what he would wear when he's trying to do a stealth mission. So he probably hasn't taken it off, but under that, I kind of envision like what would resemble a robe, but not really like a robe. And he would have like pants, obviously, like black pants. Everything he would wear is black, maybe with some like brown leather and stuff.
So he's not a peasant class.
No, he's definitely not.
Gotcha.
He comes from a very well-known family in the South, which none of the players know, or none of the characters know that. The players
Scribe Master
maybe,
might.
but yeah.
Probably will, apparently. Okay, well.
Alright.
I am fresh out of ideas, but I will sleep on it. And
I will do the same. I did a lot of thinking tonight.
And I go to I don't know, should I meditate or should I try and read this book? I probably should meditate. Probably should meditate, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and do that again.
Seishen's tired.
Want some divine help?
Long day.
All right.
Yeah, Dante is gonna go to bed. He's a little tired, but he's gonna sleep with his dagger in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys go to sleep. You wake up. Next morning's nice and peaceful. Your host gets up and kind of looks around, and he goes, "Did you sleep well?"
Like a rock.
Like a
He
bear.
goes, "I don't think rocks sleep, but okay." Um, he goes, "Well, if you need to stay here again, you may, but I hope you find him, whatever you're looking for."
I'm always
Yeah.
looking. And I give him a knowing smile.
He kind of looks at you kind of quizzically, but goes, "Very well. Go forth, brother."
I give him a hug.
He gives you a hug back. He goes, there's some beans in the pot if you'd like some, but they're not very good because I don't have seasonings. But yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna take some beans.
All right.
I'm getting tired of berries.
I'm never getting tired of these berries.
Blaine, when you taste the beans, they're just not that satisfactory.
Seishen holds out a berry to him and gives him a little look.
I wouldn't want to be a rude guest. I'd take a couple more bites. Just
The beans are fine, but they're just not doing it for you.
yeah.
Seishen puts a
Dante
berry
is
in his mouth
fine.
and goes, looking at Saul.
Dante approaches the beans and tries the beans.
Beans are really good beans. You
All right,
don't know
everyone, try the
what they're
beans.
talking
Come
about.
on.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. This is some good stuff right here.
Man, you people from the south are weird with your names and your beans.
Ever heard of salt? All right, let's go.
Ironically, has more salt.
Yeah.
All right, you guys kind of set out onto the little alleyway. Where are you guys off to first?
I want to.
Here's a genuine question,
Yeah.
like out of character, asking everybody:
Mhm.
do we want? I'm assuming we would want to stick together, but is that a certainty?
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that on one hand, it's a good idea to stay together so that it's harder for us to get taken out, but at the same time, it's also way easier for us to get noticed when we're all together. So I'm not exactly sure what the best plan is here in terms of splitting up or being together. Like I guess we could be like a group of 3 and a group of 2, depending on where everybody's going to go. Certainly, I think it's a bad idea to have somebody go alone. I definitely do not advise that. I don't think that'd be a good idea. But outside of that, I really don't have a great idea of what to do in that regard.
Well, I mean, we need to go pick up the seal, but other than that, like, there's not anything for the other group to do, really, I don't think.
Right. I think Hazor and I should go pick up the seal, or maybe Hazor and someone else. Someone, or like Hazor or me needs to be a part of the group because we're the ones that ordered the seal. Like I could probably stay and start writing a letter. And then
Seishen's gonna go with Gante because he doesn't trust him. He wants to keep his eyes on him. So wherever Dante goes.
Dante is not too thrilled about this idea, but says nothing.
Yeah.
Well, where are you going, Hunter? Are you going with
Well, you see, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess it depends on what Saul's gonna do. Are you
I will
gonna stay in
stay.
Scribe, or are you gonna go with Hazor?
I will
Okay, if you're gonna
stay
stay,
in Scribe.
then I'll probably go with Hazor, to be fair.
Okay,
Seishen
I'll stay
trusts
with
Azor. Hold his own.
Right.
I will say, so this was all like out of character.
Yeah.
Has Grishesh left yet? Because I wanted to ask him about praying. Because I've been calling it meditating, but I want to ask him about praying.
He did leave, but I mean, he'll probably be back tonight.
All right. We're still gonna bum at his place, I think.
Don't have to spend money.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Let me-
Cool.
Let me begin a scribe letter. You guys can keep going. I'm just gonna actually like write what I want to write.
Okay. What do you guys want to do first?
Well, I guess I need to go pick up the seal. And what all did we buy? A
Dante-
seal and
Yeah, I don't know.
I forget. I think it's just a seal. So
It's just a seal.
I think it was just the seal. Dante offers to go with Hazor.
yeah, okay.
Cool.
Seishen looks at Hazor, nods, expects a nod back. All right.
Hazor nods.
All right. Seishen's gonna stay with Saul. In that case.
All right. Okay. Kira, are you staying with Saul then as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the two of you set out the door and walk down the alley towards a side street. It's gonna take a while to get to the stamp shop. It would be quicker if you took main roads, but they're more noticeable and more often patrolled, so I suggest not going that way. So it's gonna be a while. The three of you sitting there, Saul's writing away. Seishen, you and Kyo are just left sitting there with the box.
Kyo, how do you think, as the one person I know who could do magic, what do you think we could do to attract Sam to us?
I mean, if this box belongs to Sam, maybe if someone were to try and like break it, he would come to protect it.
Maybe.
But also I don't know if trying to open it or break it would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Even the headmaster said he couldn't open it, so I don't think we have a chance.
No.
If he is tracking the bag, what could we do with the bag? Perhaps. What would happen if we turn the bag inside out?
Can we even do that?
We can certainly try.
She like slowly hands over the bag and is like, okay, if you're gonna do this, I'm gonna step back a little bit because it has theoretically infinite berries on the inside. I don't know.
Seishen takes the bag, walks over to the pot where the beans were in.
Seishen,
Yes.
you get the feeling you should probably roll for planar lore.
Okay. Let me make sure I have the right sheet up. Okay.
Do you have arithmetic by chance?
No.
Okay. It was worth a shot. I was trying to understand how I might explain this based off of the skills you have.
I rolled a 7.
Someone want to give him a luck point?
I have one. I don't want to use it.
I'll give him a luck point. I don't want
Thanks,
to die.
Saul.
Let me
All right.
make that change. Was it worth?
I rolled a 9.
I mean, it was a net positive gain.
It was a positive gain.
Anyone else want to give him a luck point before we suffocate in here and destroy Seishen's
Destroy
house?
this poor guy's house.
Sure, I'll give you my luck point.
What? Oh, man. I wanted something crazy to happen.
No way.
Anyone else
Andrew.
want to give me a luck point?
Andrew.
Andrew, just use your luck
Hey,
point.
buddy, you got a luck
I think
point.
this is the dice gods punishing you for not using your own points.
Alright,
Did
I'll
you
use
roll
my own
that
luck
one?
point. I rolled a 4 this time. I'll use my luck point.
Maybe a different set of dice. We're all gonna
Andrew.
die. All of us are gonna die.
Oh no.
I need to just
I
stop
take
writing.
that to be a nat 1.
It looked like it. It's a 7, not a 1.
Oh.
Back where we
Seishen.
started, okay.
Well, it's an 8 because I have a +1. But the 9 was the
Seishen
best.
just kind of goes, I don't know how this is gonna work. You think I should do this?
he spent so much time being like,
He
used
like
3 luck
sat there
points.
for like, guys, you saw him stare at this bad for like 10 minutes. After Kyo's comment about the berries and just
I feel like we have to
it barely
do it
makes
now.
sense.
Wait, I have 2 luck points. You gave me one, and we all got one. Unless we don't get that until next session.
No, I gave you all. I think that was the end of last session.
Okay, so I have 2 luck points then.
We're
I'm gonna
all
use my-
using our luck points on this freaking...
I'm gonna roll
And it's
again.
gonna be
Yes.
like Andrew thinks this is not a good idea, and
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 15.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Seishen, after pondering for a while, comes to the conclusion that if he turns the bag inside out, with a potentially very large number of berries in a large space, entering into a smaller space, he thinks that something very bad would happen.
All the luck points, all for that.
He's not entirely sure what would happen, but he gets the feeling it's like sticking a pen through paper, and then
Station's gonna make a black hole.
I'm imagining me and Dante just walking to the store and then like hearing a
there's
atomic bomb go off behind me.
20 milliseconds
Like-
later, the world ends.
oh my god.
Can I roll for metaphysics on that, Carl?
Sure.
6.
Good thing you're getting all these out of the way
Seishen.
right now.
Seishen's just like,
What was in that tea, dude?
Kyo's just staring like, what
It's like,
on earth
what
is
is
going
going
on
on?
inside his head?
Seishen holds the bag over the bean pot, and a very small amount he pushes on the bottom like this so that it inverts a tiny bit.
Nothing happens.
Seishen?
He pushes a little bit more.
Seishen. Hang on a sec.
Just a little bit. He's trying to get one berry to pop out or something.
Single berry pops out.
Okay, I think that's enough.
It falls into his hand. He looks at it, and he pops it in his mouth, and smiles.
The absolute mad lad
And Seishen
wastes
says,
5 luck points, doesn't elaborate further, leaves.
and Seishen looks at Kyo and goes, "Here you go," and gives the bag back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping this for now. This is, you're not doing anything more with this. Okay. So.
They taste better when they're fresh.
Sure.
The ones in my pocket were getting stale.
Sure. Okay.
Sure that's how that works,
That's
but
how
okay.
that works.
All right.
That's how Seishen thinks it works.
Well, now that you've wasted several luck points on that theory, anything else?
I'm out of
Perhaps where did he tell us which direction he was going when he left? Did he say
Nah.
south?
He just said peace and tipped over a ridge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was pretty surreal that he did that. Perhaps Saul can write him a note and we can put it in the bag in hopes that he'll see it. That's my only other theory.
We've already tried that, I believe.
Yeah, didn't we already?
Did he really? And nothing happened?
It just went into the bag.
Oh.
I believe someone tried to swim
I
into
did,
the
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Yes. And you couldn't find the end, so for all you know, it's just a sea of berries down
Mhm.
there.
I mean, at least we know we have an end game. Things start looking real bleak. And just flip the bag.
Drop an atomic bomb over the bag.
Yeah.
Grape shot, literally.
Yeah.
Kyo, I don't know. I think maybe we should focus on the current problems. Maybe we shouldn't worry about Sam right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, it seems like he's the type of person who will find us when we need him.
Yeah. He wouldn't be tracking us if that weren't the case.
Saul, how's the letter going, Saul?
Pretty good.
Actually, Saul, could you roll me a couple of checks for that?
Sure.
Are you writing it right now?
Please
I'm
roll.
sorry, Saul.
Please.
I'm
Please.
actually writing it, yes. So it better be good. I better get a bonus or something for that. Like,
He's writing a
Cancel.
novel over there.
like I wrote "Thine Royal Court" in cursive. I haven't done that since the 2nd grade. All right.
I've never written that.
I've never written that phrase in my life.
All right. What do you need me to roll?
Blaine is currently living out his 2nd grade dreams of being a scholar in the Middle Ages.
Yes, I will put some calligraphy.
Like that episode of the show with the yellow guy where he writes the word "the" really well, you know?
Yeah, don't mention the trademark name.
Trying to avoid
SpongeBob?
trademark names. Sorry, we didn't hear you there. You cut out.
SpongeBob.
Spunk?
Yeah, go on. What do I need
Sorbet
to roll?
Robert.
2d20s.
Okay. Do I have any bonus? Ooh, do I have any bonus I can add to this?
Your scribing bonus.
Ah.
Plus
So
2.
is this like an advantage or are they separate checks?
They're separate checks.
Okay. So
Oh.
I rolled a 5 and then a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
And I have
Okay.
a +2 to scribing.
Okay.
Like when you write an
Um,
essay and then the conclusion of the paragraph
Critical
is like,
scribing right here.
Yeah.
You write magnificently. Your handwriting is terrible.
Well, that's probably pretty accurate.
That's for the best, yeah.
Kind of finish the letter and Saul goes.
Ooh, this baby is hot. Rolling it up.
No one else in the room understands what just came out of Saul's mouth. The word hot
The word baby.
only connotes temperature at this point in time.
Saul, it's actually quite cold in here. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was minutes, Kyo has watched Seishen like stare into the bag, contemplating existence, and then like looked over at Saul, and then watched him like.
Oh, maybe a triple.
Yeah.
Just forgot he was even there.
He's
Pops
not
out of the
that
corner.
crazy now, is he?
Zooey
Kyo
mama
is
is what
currently
it's-
wondering if she joined the run party.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Saul.
Hmm?
You see what I did with the bag over there?
I glanced up every once in a while.
Got a pretty good scare out of Kyo, don't you think?
Yeah. Don't
I
do
was
it
never
again.
gonna do it.
Oh,
I was
really?
never gonna do it.
You're never gonna do
Yeah,
it?
I was never gonna do it.
I don't believe you at all.
I got her good. I got her good.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm going to cut to Hazor and Dante.
we should
You guys
pass this to
finally
Carl.
get.
It
Oh,
has been.
You got it.
Whoa!
You
It
got
came in
it.
from the wrong side of the screen, but whatever.
Ayo.
Hey yo.
Used magic.
You guys
Okay.
finally get to the stamp maker's shop. Kind of walk in, the little jingle. And there's a little note. Out on ye business. And there's a little paper bag next to it. It goes to the strange large orc man and the one with odd red hair.
It's not odd.
Here's
It's like normal. It's Celtic.
he goes, your stamp.
I'll take it.
Right. You look inside, and indeed, there is a stamp.
We got wax as well, right?
Yes, there's
Okay.
wax in there.
Nice.
Cool.
I look at Dante, just good to go.
All right.
Dante follows Hazor.
All right. You two are walking down the street. One of the back streets, and then you hear a little chunk as Hazor takes a step forward. You kind of need a roll from both of you.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
10.
Caleb stole from all of us.
All right, Caleb, you see that you appear to have stepped on a wire of some kind that has been drawn across this opening between two alleyways.
I'm gonna
Nothing
just stop
seems to have
dead.
happened, but you're not sure what'll happen if you move. Do you communicate this with Dante, who is unaware of your stepping on the wire?
Dante, don't move.
Oh, okay.
I like, kind of point down at my foot.
Dante, now you see the wire.
Yes.
Have I like tripped anything, or is it still like just tight on my?
Likely
Well, you
it
stepped
will,
on top of it. You don't
Okay.
know
Yeah.
what has happened yet. Nothing's
If
been
you-
tripped yet, but yeah.
Are you going to ask for Dante's opinion, or were you just asking Carl?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Dante. Like, I'm
Hmm.
gonna any ideas, you know?
Dante would think that this might be a tripwire,
Yes.
and if you move, there might be some bad consequences.
Well, I was going to say that without you needing to say that, so, But yeah, so as I was going to say before, rudely interrupted by Carl, I'm just kidding. But I was going to say, my thought is that if you take your foot off the wire there, bad things will happen.
Gee, you don't say,
Well.
mate.
How do you think we get out of this?
It's a good question. It is a good question. Perhaps if I can get it to trip on some other side by cutting it or some other sort. perhaps that could do the trick.
Do you think it's a
companion cube?
What
do
did you
think it's
say, Andrew?
If no one heard me, then just ignore it. I said companion cube. That's what I said.
I think that's an obscure reference.
Really
It's
not that
probably
know what that
obscure
is.
now. Well, I'm kind of trapped, so it's your play.
Yeah, Dante's gonna go search for another spot of the wire to try to cut it somewhere else.
You kind of trace it to this little hole in the wall on the other side of this alley. You kind of look into the hole. There's not really much there. There's a window, and you peer in, and there seems to be on the other side a sort of contraption that's hooked up to it. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Dante looks for a rock nearby to see if he can smash the window with a rock.
There
My
are no
man.
rocks.
Oh, man.
Okay, well,
Hazor would have been a big fan of that idea.
yeah, okay, well, Dante really doesn't want to punch the glass or otherwise himself. Hold on, let me real quick check to see if I have any interesting thing in my inventory. Oh, actually, Dante pulls out the long sword that he took from Homeboy that he killed, and he's gonna try his best to use the hilt of the sword to smash the glass.
That's not too difficult. It breaks without difficulty.
Okay, epic.
All right.
Dante is going to very cautiously try to enter through the now open glass, or the now broken glass, I should say, and very aware of his surroundings. Wants to be very sure about what he's doing. Very astute observer.
All right. You kind of look at the contraption, and you're like, you look at it, you have no idea what it is. You're not even sure where to begin to understand what it is. It's just a bunch of wheels that this cord is attached to. You think that maybe it's a trap, or maybe it's just silliness, because you don't really understand how it would work.
I'm
Is,
on the side of
are the
silliness.
wheels like? Is there like some opening where I could like stick the blade in? I'm presuming that would be the case.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Okay, well
Stick it into-
Dante's gonna stick the blade of the longsword into the contraption.
All right.
It blows up in your face.
Force
You-
it.
you
Well,
kind of jam it. The longsword is now secured inside the wheel.
well, it's a good thing I had no use for that guy. So, whatever. Okay, so, but it's stopped, right? It stopped moving.
Well, I mean, it wasn't moving to begin
Okay.
with. It was just, yeah.
It's just jammed. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
visibly jammed. All right.
Mhm.
Dante is going to go back to Hazor and communicate this information and say that it may be safe to step off of the wire.
Well, there's nothing. And I just pick my leg up.
It goes chink. Nothing happens.
All right.
Dante is going to go curiously go back to the contraption and look to see if anything happened.
Nothing
Like a-
seemed to have happened.
A little Polaroid came out of it. Took a picture of you.
You guys hear whispering.
Dante is going to go hide in a dark spot.
All right, roll.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I need to get my bonuses out.
Both of you kind of hear. I thought it was supposed to work. Man, I knew that that inventor was phony. He said it was going to capture that big one for us. You realize how much he could sell for? Easily 200 ducats.
I got a 14.
Yeah, they don't see you.
Okay, well, not great, not terrible, so that works.
They go, well, what are we supposed to do now? I don't know. Go challenge him. Challenge him, he's huge.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
go on
huge.
out there. And this scrawny kid kind of gets pushed out of this dark alley and looks at you, Hazor, and goes, "Hi."
I'm like, watch your feet. There's traps.
He's like, yeah. He goes, hi. Right on. And he goes, stay safe out. Then he goes, run. And like these kids kind of run off. After they kind of clear out, you kind of hear footsteps behind you, Hazor.
Yeah, I'll look around.
There's this large, muscular, bearded man that looks at you and goes, "You never send a boy to do a man's job." And he kind of takes his axe and swings it about, and he goes, "You got an axe?"
Yeah, I pull out my axe, and
He
glean it.
goes, "Well, I hate to inform you, but there's a bounty on your head. So, shall we do this like gentlemen?"
Shall I interject really quickly?
In character,
Can
out of
Dante,
character?
well, out of character, because
Okay.
I'm trying to ask if I can do something in character. Can Dante see what is going on with Hazor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That gives me the information I need.
He goes, "All right then. I'll let you have first swing."
Dante's gonna try to sneak up behind the bearded guy, and I'm gonna try to somehow communicate with Hazor to just stay still. But I don't know that Hazor is gonna know what the hell all these hand signals are. But Dante's gonna at least attempt.
And I roll to
Okay.
understand what he means.
Gandhi starts
No.
crip
Well,
walking on
first of all, you have to roll for initiative.
Okay. 14.
Oh yeah, I should roll too, I guess.
Correct.
Oh, that's real unfortunate. 1.
Unfortunate.
Dante trips over
Although
banana.
the die permitted you to go first, so
Okay. How far away
he
are
just
we?
kinda-
Like,
maybe 10 feet, easily within fighting range.
Bro, do you want me to roll for stealth to try to sneak up behind him, like preemptively?
Yes,
Okay.
I would. Yeah, just have your roll ready. Don't
Okay.
tell me what it is, though.
Caleb, do orcs make different battle cries than humans?
I would assume, yeah.
All right. What's your battle
You should
cry?
try to
Otherwise-
do one of the.
Yeah, do a battle cry.
What, you want me to just come with a battle cry on the spot?
You should.
Putting you on the
All
spot.
right, Caleb. What's your action?
I'm just gonna rush him and try to get a swing in.
All right, roll to attack.
8. Well, plus 7. So 13. Or wait, no, 15.
Okay. You swing and he steps to the side and it barely glances his armor. He rolls to attack. What's your armor class, Caleb?
14.
Huh?
14.
14? Okay. He swings. I'm giving you the option to parry.
All right. Would that be my block stat or just D20? I got a 16.
D20 plus block.
Okay, so 17.
Okay. You miss the block, and he's gonna hit you. That's not the right size dice. Where's my dice? There's my
D20.
dice. 4 damage. Plus 1 bleed.
That bleed will hurt you.
Alright, and Hunter.
I got a 21 for my stealth.
Excellent. You move into position. He is not going to see you. Alright,
Hazel
and
can
next
see him, right?
round. Hazor, actually roll to see if you can see Hunter.
20.
No, you cannot.
Or plus alertness, maybe?
Oh, well, you didn't mention you had alertness. Yes.
Oh, yeah, 22 then.
Okay, then yes, you can see him. All right. Hazor,
Well-
he swings and misses on you.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Both
we're not
times.
rolling initiative again. Damn it.
Yeah. All right. Hazor's turn.
I'm gonna go for the swing. I'm gonna aim for his right arm.
Okay.
With a 18 to hit.
Okay. You will miss. He
Proficient gets 2
dodges to the
attacks though,
side.
right?
Correct. So you get a
I'm
second
gonna swing
attack.
again. That'd be a 25.
All right. This time you hit him. Roll for damage.
11 plus 16.
Ooh.
All right, you hit him, and he hits the wall. And spits up some blood. He does. Oh, heavy hit of this one is, ain't it? All right, Hunter, your turn.
So I'm going to pull out my dagger and my knife and attempt an assassination. But before I roll, do you want me to only add the bonus for assassination, or do you want me to add the hit bonus of the weapon with that?
Are you attempting? Are you in position to do an assassination? Or
I presumed that I was moving
okay,
and
so
moving in the shadows. Yeah.
So you're moving into position to attack him. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll for an attack. The assassination for now until we update to the new system. The assassination dictates how much your bonus to damage is for now.
Okay.
So roll for the attack.
Right.
And what's your bonus for assassination?
+2.
Okay. Add 1d6 on top of your current damage.
Okay, cool. I need 2d20. Alright. 17 for my left hand and a 23 for the right hand.
All right, you hit both times.
Okay, so I'm assuming I get d6 plus d6 on both of those.
Correct.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I got a d6 and a d4. Yep, okay. So 2d6, 3d6, and d4. Okay. The knife is going to do 2 damage, while the dagger is going to do 7.
All right. You kind of.
Oh, and both do 1 bleed per round, so he's going to take 2 bleed.
He kind of. He kind of looks up at you and goes, "Oh, damn. There were 2 of them." Collapses. Passed out from pain.
Assassination, baby.
Pay in mind, Hazor is bleeding, so might want.
Well, I don't have any way to help that. Is it very visible that Hazor is bleeding? Just so Dante can be urgent.
Yes. It is
Okay,
quite
cool.
visible.
Dante's gonna say, oh, we need to get you some help there, friend, and I cannot do that. So Dante is going to frantically try to loot the dead body, and then we're going to go run back to the place.
Good priorities,
find-
man.
Roll to see what you find. He's like, yeah. But
18.
first, let me check what this guy's got.
I'm playing an assassin, bro.
Um,
I gotta be a thief. I rolled an 18.
There is nothing of significant value on this man.
All right,
He's
cool. I'm ignoring
very
it. We're
large
running.
and very buff.
I'm ignoring it. We're running. I mean, I'm
All right.
large and buff, but not that large and not that buff, I presume. So yeah.
Clearly not. You guys start running. Well, Hazor starts running, but then the bleeding gets worse, so he slows down.
Dude, is he gonna die?
Hazor, take about 3/4 of the way there. Hazor, I'm gonna need you to take about. How many hit points do you have left?
15.
Okay, then I'm gonna feel bad about this. You're gonna take 7 damage.
Ow.
Fair.
Hazor is starting to get really fatigued, and
Okay, Dante's gonna go run up to Hazor and try to like drag him. Or
you
attempt to
very
do
much
that.
cannot.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go run and try to get the others to meet him.
Okay. All right, Hazor, what are you gonna do in the meantime?
I'm just gonna probably stick where I am and like just
Okay.
lean on my axe, try to stay conscious, you know.
Okay. Sick.
Don't fall asleep.
Dante's gonna. Well, okay. I'll wait for the
Dante-
roleplay until you tell me I go in there.
He sprints in, busts into the door, and he goes.
I hate to tell you this, friends, but Hazor's pretty smacked up out there. He needs your help.
What did you do,
Is he?
Dante?
What'd
I
you do
did
to him?
not do anything. We were attacked, and I actually killed the guy. I was useful, but Hazor's hurt, and he needs your help. He's
All right.
bleeding
stop talking-
quite
just leave
badly.
me
Keo,
to him
let's go.
now.
Where is he? Let's go.
I lead them to Hazor.
Okay.
All right. Just a question: do you leave or bring the box?
I take the box.
Cool. All right, you guys are running, and after a little bit, you get to Hazor. Hazor, you're gonna take another 4 damage by the time they get there.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him. Be like, "Hey, buddy.
All the luck points, man.
Where is
Alright.
the wound?"
Oh.
Right across his abdomen,
Okay.
kind of gnarly.
All right. Here, let me. And she reaches
Hate
into.
blood. So much blood.
She reaches into her pack and see if she can like get some bandages. And I'm gonna roll for medicine.
No bandages quite that large, but I mean, you can probably use someone's shirt or something as cloth.
I'll do it. Take my shirt off.
Seishen looks at Saul.
Just grabs the shirt like, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna roll now.
Dante's gonna make a side comment like, "Huh, you don't look half bad there, Saul."
This is what drinking every day looks like, guys.
Saul has quite the hefty beard gut.
Dante is going to try to do his best to not show it, but he is being absolutely sarcastic with his comments.
Saul's out here looking like Avengers Endgame Thor.
Yes.
I got a
All right.
17.
All right, you successfully stopped the bleeding.
It's not easy having a body this
Ugh.
coveted.
Seishen holds out a berry from his pocket toward Hazor to see what his response is.
Hazor is going to respectfully decline.
All right, he's all right, guys.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's actually the
He's
only
still
one
okay.
that hasn't eaten a berry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
If he would have taken it, I would have panicked if he would have taken it.
Hey, Hazor, I think we need to get you back to the place so you can rest up a bit. And you can tell me what happened.
Hazor, you're really lightheaded and out of it. You just kind of hear home, leave, go you bleed. And
I'm just gonna try to hold on to my axe, go wherever they take me.
all right.
Seishen, Dante, can you help him a little bit?
Absolutely.
I can sure attempt.
All right.
The whole way I'm just mumbling about Dante, fair fight, ruined.
Excuse me, but I'm pretty sure you would have died if I didn't intervene. So are you going to complain, or are you
Seishen-
going to not?
Dante's
Seishen
just
pats on his
arguing
back.
with
It's all right,
nobody.
buddy. Yeah, it's all right, buddy. Don't worry, buddy.
Hazor's completely out of it. Just goes honor.
Pride.
Yeah. Be very honorable that you're alive, you large green thing.
He's not listening to you, Gante. Leave him alone.
That's not my damn name.
It's okay, buddy. Come on, let's keep going.
Dante, I'm
Come
gonna
on.
need to ask you to stand outside for this one. We still have to
All right.
trust you.
You guys bring him inside
Oh man.
the house. Kind of settle down. Hazor, you're just kind of out of it, and what are you
Are there
guys
still
gonna do?
beans?
No.
Damn.
The
Blaine-
pot has berries in it now.
Yeah.
was smacking on them beans. All right. It's like when you're
Darn.
eating Doritos or something, and it's like, man, I just can't get enough. It's like an insatiable hunger.
Yeah.
You know.
Seishen
okay.
asks, "What's a Dorito?"
That was out of character.
Oh.
As you guys kind of sit down, Hazor just kind of, what's in the box?
We don't know.
Passes out.
Let's put that box on him.
What, Saul?
Let's put
What
the
did you
box
just
on
say?
him. I call it.
So I think you ate too many beans.
No. You
What
can't
was
eat
in
too
those
many
beans?
Don't let pat my belly. Can't eat too many beans.
I guess it won't hurt him. At least I don't think so. But
Are you seriously considering this?
Call it divine providence.
Dante says
Not how
nothing.
That's
any
not-
of this
yeah.
works.
Dante says nothing, but he's very captivated by the obsidian box. Well, okay, he wouldn't know that it's obsidian, but we, as modern people, would know that. But he's very captivated by the shiny box and
Black
looks
shiny
at it
box.
intently. Yes, he's very intrigued. He finds it very pretty, and he is very obviously staring at it with intrigue.
Definitely fits
Alright.
Dante's vibe. Black.
Kind of side eyes him and is like,
Hey, he's supposed to stand outside. We don't know if we can trust him. As soon as he leaves with Hazor gets hurt.
Who's holding the box right now?
Theo had it last.
I say we place it in Hazor's hands, or maybe on his.
Why?
Why?
Why, Saul?
I don't know, he talked about the box, dude.
You hear a little click.
Keo holds up the box.
Seishen peers at the box.
I look at the box.
You hear another click, and a little bit of the stone kind of chips off. There's now a crack that's horizontal across the top.
Seishen
I think
takes.
she drops it out of surprise.
No, wait, was Keo holding
We
it?
gave it
or-
to him.
I was
We put it in his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, Keo
Wait,
was
what?
holding it?
All right. Well, the box clatters to the floor. And
Hold on
it
one second.
kind of
Who was holding it? I just want to clarify.
I was.
Okay.
So
box is
this had
now
nothing to
open.
do with Hazor.
The box is open.
Gotcha.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
You look into the box, and there are an assortment of items.
Ooh.
Not entirely sure what they are. The first one is this shiny silver ring. The second one is a candle, a black candle, with silver sparkles in it. The third thing is a vial of some strange reddish liquid.
Dante looks at that very intently.
The fourth is a blue stone that's circular, almost like a marble, about this big.
Big marble.
There is a scroll with a blue ribbon around it. And then the last one is a charm, seemingly cut out of birchwood.
Okay, so we have, hang on, so we have black candle, a ring,
Mm-hmm.
stone,
A vial of
a
some
vial,
red thing.
Red liquid.
scroll.
Yeah, some red liquid.
Is that all there? Candle, ring,
The
vial.
scroll
Enchantment,
and the
or
charm.
charm.
Oh,
whatever.
and the charm.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the ring look like the ring that I have on my hand?
No. It is completely different.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave
Does
you
the
to
vial does the vial look like the do not touch, the red potion?
It does not.
Dante wants to. Well, I was going to say this before Kyo spoke, but Dante wanted to go and grab the vial, but I presume he cannot now.
I just kind of like.
Seishen holds his arm out to
Some of
keep
the
Dante
stuff
from moving
is, like,
closer.
She like puts it all. Is there like a table that she can put all this stuff on? Because she dropped it all.
Yes.
Okay. Does anything happen when she touches any other things?
No.
Okay.
You'd kind of put it on the table.
I take out the scroll and unravel.
On the scroll, there's this giant circular diagram with strange symbols and writing.
I peer over
And-
her shoulder.
Saul, does this look familiar to you?
I give it.
Saul has no idea what it is.
Some.
He would have no way to know.
Okay.
Roll for occultism.
Yeah, I want to also roll for occultism.
Roll granted.
Both of us?
Yes.
Okay.
17 for me.
It's an 18.
All right. Both of you think this is a spell scroll, but you're not really sure what it does. From the symbols, it might be some sort of protection spell.
Okay.
I like protection spells.
Shoot, I don't know what to do.
I've got nothing, Kia. I've got nothing
I
on
say
this.
I turn to Kyo and I say, "That's a nice ring. You should put it on."
Yeah. Okay.
As an aside, would there be any chance of Dante contemplating whether that vial has a poison in it?
I mean, you'd probably contemplate it, but you don't know the contents just by looking.
Give it a little
So
taste.
he couldn't just
Yeah.
like look at it and think, or like, roll to see if it's poison. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Just figure that out.
Kier, you slip the ring on, and she turns invisible.
Ooh! Oh, that's awesome.
Kier, you kind of look around, but you are in a completely different place. It's almost
surprised.
terrifying.
Seishen goes,
it's like this giant.
Kyo.
You can't hear him. It's like this
Kyo,
giant.
You're invisible.
There's this giant sandstorm of like orange glitter, and purple thunder rolling towards you.
Holy cow!
Can I see? I can't see anyone. I try to call out to them. Guys.
You can't even hear your own voice as you shout into the wind.
Can I see like anything?
No.
I would take the
Kia,
ring
can
off.
you roll a d20
I
for
would
me?
take the ring off.
Stat.
16.
Okay. You feel as if a current is pulling you.
Pulling me where?
Somewhere. You're not entirely sure. It's just pulling you somewhere bad.
Take the ring off.
I take it off.
Alright. You pull the ring off and you're in the alley outside of the house.
I run back in.
You
What?
guys.
What?
Kia, what just happened?
This is Fey magic. I'm pretty sure.
Why?
Well, I put it on, and I was in this like glitter storm, and there was thunder, and then I took it off, and I was in the alley.
Can I roll planar lore?
Yes, you may.
11.
Hmm.
All right. You're not really sure, but you think that maybe she might have been on a different plane of existence, but you're not sure which one it is.
Okay.
Or if that's even true. It's kind of a hunch.
All right.
Do you communicate that?
I guess
to...
we're just. Yeah. Do you say that?
I believe Kia was on a different plane of existence.
I don't like messing around with different planes.
Yeah.
Saul
I
doesn't
think-
like
okay.
planes. He doesn't have a frequent flyer card.
They messed up
I
my
think
reward
when-
points.
The
Perhaps-
stewardesses are mean to me.
Perhaps we should return to the headmaster. He told me not to return, but things have changed.
Let's see what what the other stuff does first.
I will not follow. I would like to finish our mission that we set out to do, which is deliver the scroll, and I would also like to ask my fellow brother in arms a few questions. So, if you would like to go see the professor, that is fine. Someone needs to stay and take care of Hazor. I would prefer it to be Kyo because she's the only one that knows how to heal people, but he seems stable, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I'll stay with Hazor. And then she just like
Alright.
kind of like
I guess I'll
gathers all the
stay.
stuff again.
Yeah. Okay. The rest of you kind of walk off to deliver the message.
Wait, we got
with-
the stamp, right?
Right.
message.
Yes. You put the stamp. You guys walk off. Kyo, as
Yes.
they're leaving, you kind of look at the candle, and there's this little ribbon around it that has this strange phrase that says, "Wherever you go, there you are. Think of it, and you will travel far."
Do I have anything to light, like a match or something?
No, you don't. But
Um,
also, you don't know what will happen once you light it. So
What you do know is this is powerful
Kyo's-
magic you are dealing with.
Yeah, Kia likes magic and she's notorious about not caring about consequences. Can I like check out the blue stone?
yes, you kind of feel the blue stone and you feel like this weird serenity,
I do
almost
the
as
thing
you're
that-
being lulled to sleep.
stare at for a little bit longer.
You kind of stare into it, and you're almost in a trance, and you slowly nod to and fall asleep.
Oh no, Hazor.
Hazor's gonna flatline.
I would like to point out that I never specified what Dante was doing, and I would prefer to have stayed.
Okay. Dante, you see Kia kind of nod off and
Oh,
Interesting.
no.
Interesting.
No.
He's gonna. Dante's gonna go to Hazor and just kind of sit by him.
all right. for the record, Kyo's gonna wake up in about 30 minutes, and she wakes up very drained. Almost as if something had been taking her sleep from her. All right. You two who are delivering the message. It takes a little while to get to the gate. There's the guy sitting at the desk. He's kind of writing things.
We don't approach him yet. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
need to think about this for a second.
Well, I just stating he's on the other side of the courtyard. I
Okay.
didn't assume that you had gone up to him yet.
Okay, cool. All right, everyone, put on your thinking caps. This is
Like, start panicking instantly.
we're like there. It's just okay. So we can't go up to him because the intent behind this letter was to say that was to be a decoy. The first one. Does that give us grounds to come back with a different letter? Or
So I think we find a youngling running around, we flip him a coin, and we say, "Hey, go give this to that guy," and we tell him what to
have no
say.
control over that interaction.
We bribe him. You know, he's a child.
I understand that, but the child does not. Do you think a scribe master is going to accept a letter to be delivered to the royal court by a child?
Okay, you're right. Okay, perhaps we have grounds. I don't know, man. I think we gotta just go up there and do it, man. I don't. Saul, I
understand. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Saul. Saul, I'm thinking about Sam.
You can keep thinking about Sam. Could you ask one of your ancestors if they have any ideas? Is that like a thing?
I can try. Allow me to go into an alley in case something crazy happens.
Oh, wait, is it that risky?
Well, I'm not an expert. I was shunned by my family, Saul. I was never good at these types of things.
Seishen, I believe in you.
What he's saying is he's a pretty shitty bear.
Seishen,
he's barely a bear.
I don't think
barely
you're a
qualified.
Shitty bear. I think you're the bear's bear.
Alone to bear the weight of the world.
Allow me to step into this alley, so
Seishen,
I'll do my best.
You're our bear. Remember that.
All right, I'm
Bear
going to roll
down.
for ancestral plea, Carl.
All right.
Hopefully my grandpa knows what to do.
Your grandpa was skilled in the art of deception.
I rolled an 11, Carl. Dude, Hazor stole all our good rolls. And
I rolled pretty well. I rolled pretty well in combat, to be fair.
All right, you kind of sit there and
I clutch at the bear pelt while doing this.
You so you kind of see him kind of shifting back and forth and in and out of bear form.
Can I put a hand on his shoulder to like stabilize him?
I would recommend not.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
You kind of hear. It's my turn. Let me out. And then there's another voice of, "Hey, don't let him out. Don't let him out." And then
I'm hearing this, or Saul's hearing this?
You're hearing this, Andrew.
Okay.
And Seishen just kind of gets a grip of himself and goes,
You good, buddy?
And out of the trance.
Saul, I think we're gonna have to do this ourselves.
Okay, you were barely hanging in there.
It was pretty scary.
Barely hanging in there.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
After failing that attempt, what's your next course of action?
I don't know what else to do, so I will take this and approach the scribe master.
Kind of walk across the courtyard, and scribe master kind of looks at you. You walk him, and he goes, "Heard you're wanted."
Wanted?
He goes, "Something about a scuffle in a bar."
I see.
He goes, "Anyway, what's your business here?
We've
Another
received-
letter?"
Well, yes, actually. We've received another letter from Moorlander.
How curious. So, where does this one need to go?
This is to be delivered to the royal court. For security
All right.
purposes, I hand it to him. For security purposes, as messengers, we were kept out of the know. So, here you are.
He does. I see. Goes, very well then. He hands it to a runner who then runs across the drawbridge. And he goes, "It will be delivered." And he goes, "The seal seems authentic, but seems a little fishy. But that's not my job."
Well,
We're-
thank you. And
If it does seem fake, the authenticators will find it. However, only time will tell. He goes, "Why 2 letters?"
why 2 letters? Well,
Right.
as I said before, for security reasons, we were kept out of the know. But what I believe Moorlander's true purpose was to send a decoy.
I see.
That is all the knowledge I possess of this, though. I'm not one to judge
Very well then.
the writer.
You may want to leave before some of these guards come to arrest you.
I will be off, and I turn around, tuck my hood a little bit lower on my head, and walk briskly. I'm not going to run because that's going to get too much attention.
Seishen smiles and waves and enjoys the privilege of not being a wanted man.
I'm walking and I'm like, wave back.
Yes, kind of walk back. It takes you a little while to get back to the house. By the time you get back, Grishesh is back. He's cooking more food.
Am I awake
Near
at this
the
point?
evening.
Yeah.
Yes, you are awake, but still very tired.
Hey, Keo,
Okay.
you good?
So I found out what the stone does. The blue stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it put me to sleep, but somehow I don't think that's all it did. These things are all kind of,
Magic is so weird.
yeah.
I truly believe we should take these things to the headmaster to observe them.
Do you think it's charging?
Maybe.
Interesting.
So is the charm like Saul's
Charm is
anneal?
on a
Like,
necklace.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
the
tree.
necklace.
It's carved into the shape of a tree.
Screw it, I put it on.
Oh my god.
You're testing them all.
Yep.
Do we need
All
to
right.
stand back?
You put
a
it
couple
on
feet?
and you put it on and you're Doesn't feel like anything's changed.
It's a dope
Can I like
necklace.
feel anything? Do I like feel different?
Not really.
Does she look different?
No.
Huh.
Cool.
Okay.
Seishen says, "Nice necklace."
Thank you.
Maybe try doing some magic at a separate point and see if that has any effect on it.
I don't really feel up to magic right now, but
Yeah, you don't. I mean, no
Sure.
rush. I'm not trying to, pressure you. But have you tried out everything now?
not
Drink
the
the-
vial, but no.
Drink the blood.
No. That's the one thing.
I'll do it.
Grishesh just kind of looks up and goes, "Drink the what?"
Don't worry about it. It's okay. No.
I've
no
got
one's
witches in
drinking
my house.
Hey, your family.
He kind of looks at you, Saul, and goes, "Why are you traveling with witches?"
Well, Grishesh, it's a long, long story.
Grishesh, I thought your family were druids.
He's like, "I'm aware, but they practice some pretty spooky stuff. I wouldn't condone it. I still love them. But I'm still very much concerned for what you're doing."
I show him the necklace with the tree, and I was like, does this look familiar to you?
Can't say that it does, no.
Okay.
Grishesh, if it makes you uncomfortable, we will refrain from talking about this in your
No, we won't.
residence.
Goes,
Yes,
he
we will.
he kind of goes, I'll just mind my business over here in the corner.
How was your day at
Well-
work, Grishesh?
Yeah, it was toilsome, but not as arduous as the things I come home to.
Well, we like to keep it lively here. Yeah. Say, Grishesh, you mentioned something about prayer. Now, I have done some meditation to try and connect with Cintrian. Is that the three-headed one?
Oh, yes, yeah, Cintrin, some people refer to him as, the one, or him
I see.
in,
Yeah, the
yeah,
one. The one.
yeah, you say meditation?
Yes, I've tried to connect with this amulet before, and that seemed to be working.
Meditation usually doesn't work, I find.
I see.
I mean, it can, but not because the meditation's doing its job. It's like, I heard a friar talk to me about this one. He said that trying to meditate and to focus on it, like the relics of the druids, it's like you're trying to master it.
But there's
This
no
is not
mastering.
something you master.
I see.
So we take our pleas, but we don't control the pleas. We merely present them and ask that they be granted to us. It's not something we can command.
I see. What kind of pleas do you make?
Oh, mostly for forgiveness. But occasionally I pray for protection over others, though I never can tell if they actually happen or not, because I don't witness how the others turn out, but I like to think it helps quite a lot.
So, this prayer, you're just stating what you want?
More of what I hope to happen. But it has to be done very reverently. It's not like a request. It's not as if I were going to the king and asking for him to give me an ample supply of grain. It's more like it's more like becoming more cooperative with a parent when you grow older and out of your stubborn teenage years. Yes.
Hey, I see.
Although I suppose that's a bad way to put it. But I'm not very well versed in these things now, am I?
Right. Somewhat of a symbiotic, almost.
I don't really know what that word means. I'm sorry.
Understandable. Thank you. Thank you, Grishesh. If I have any more questions, I would appreciate.
He does. And I will attempt. No promises that I will, though.
All right.
He kind of continues cooking.
Can I help him cook? Can I help him?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you can. Keo, on the other things, there is a label on the vial that you didn't notice before.
Says
It says shifting blood.
I don't like the sound of that.
I
I communicate that to the party. And as eager as I was to try all this out, I think we need to consult the headmaster. Now that
shifting
we
blood.
Yeah.
I'll certainly take the file if you would, give it to me.
Absolutely not.
Gante, we cannot trust you.
Not
For
until
the,
Hazor
for
is
the
good.
love of everything, that is not my freaking name.
We're saying
Regardless-
what you said.
No, you are not.
What did you say?
I'm not going to bother arguing with
Oh.
you fools.
Okay. Now that we have a scroll delivered to someone, hopefully.
Oh, by the way, they said that there is an authentication service.
Shoot.
Now, I'm not worried about the seal, although I'm curious as to whether or not they will look into the contents of the letter. That seems like a rather big breach of privacy, although that might just be how the kingdom works.
I mean, we can't really do anything about that now.
Right. And honestly, I think it's going to be fine. I think my letter was perfect. So I guess on to the next thing, right?
Yeah.
I just want to find this. You guys don't have to come with me. I want to find this headmaster and have him explain to me what all these things are and what's going on.
I
and
would
why
like to leave this city soon. We are being hunted by assassins. We have accomplished most of what, if not all of what we set out to do at the beginning. I think now I'm not I'm one of the stronger ones. I forgot.
Grishesh just kind of sets the pan down and goes, "You're being hunted?" And he kind of shakily hands plates to people.
Thank you, Grishesh. See, this is why prayer comes in nicely. We can
He goes, "I think you're gonna need a lot of that prayer."
Yes.
Grishesh, for the record, I am not being hunted. Just let that be known.
He goes, "Well, depending on how good they are, they might be hunting you now."
I can tell you right now, they're not very good. I know from firsthand experience.
But Grishesh, this is exactly what my point. we need to stop bothering you. We need to make it so that we are out of danger as much as possible. And I think the best way to do that is to leave this city.
Look, you guys can leave. I want to check this out. I want to see what this can
I
do.
would like
This
to
was
visit the
given.
headmaster.
Me too. No one's keeping you here. We're not employed anymore.
I'm
You can do what you want.
scared for my life. And
Yeah, I
I
don't
feel
blame you.
you people
Saul.
are the only ones that can protect me.
Saul, I will protect you. Come with us to the headmaster.
You clearly have not been in many combat situations before if you're scared for your life.
I have been in many combat situations, and every time I have been scared for my life.
Maybe you perhaps just suck at combat. It is fine.
Maybe that seems to be a pretty common theme amongst a lot of people in the world. A lot of people are bad at combat. You know, being good at combat might be the actual
This is-
outlier in
Saul,
this.
Saul, it's okay.
Perhaps. Although,
I think this
I
is
guess
a
that wasn't a,
unnecessary tangent.
well, I'm finishing the tangent, damn it. Shut up, let me finish. Well, from the family that I come from, being good at combat is the expectation, so perhaps I am wrong with the rest of the world.
You are. I can say
Indeed.
confidently. Yes.
Well, fair enough.
You said yes, you are wrong.
Rashesh just kind of sits here and he goes, well,
Oh my god.
if you're looking for a way out of town, you might want to take the catacombs.
The
I
what?
want to see the. I want to go to the Bardic College. I want to see the headmaster.
There are tunnels that go beneath the city. There's one at the end of this lane, an entrance. It's not very big though, just barely enough to squeeze in.
So should I lay off the beans?
You might have trouble, brother.
Who's wider,
Um,
me or Hazor or Saul?
Hazor, but
Hazor's broader. I'm wider.
he goes. Although there is another entrance, a couple streets over that's wider. It's a small cellar door.
Do these catacombs happen to swing by the college?
Well, of course they do, but I am sure the college has some safety precautions. Though I'm not
Well, I
really
mean-
sure why you would want to be rummaging down there for too long. It's quite dirty.
Kyo, I think the two of us can go to the college. The headmaster will help us leave town, and we could rendezvous with the rest of the party later.
Sounds like a plan.
And he goes, you guys may want to hurry. It's going to get dark soon, and you're being pursued.
Grishesh, I have a question.
Yes?
You said the squires of Cintrianity were all killed.
The friars?
The friars?
Friars.
Friars.
Lots of them are killed. Yes. Regularly.
Would it be dangerous for me to wear my amulet? Show my amulet?
To people who know what it is. They could be friendly, they could be not so friendly.
I see.
But regardless, I think you should show it proudly, because if you are intended to make it safely, then if we are to trust the deity that we believe in, then we ought to trust that he can provide a safe way to where we are going. Regardless of what might ail us along the way.
That makes sense. I see. Okay.
But what
He
if
kind
it
of...
winds us on the way?
Huh?
But what if it winds us on the way?
I don't know. He just kind of looks at you and goes,
Clearly he didn't.
as I said, I'm not a scholar. I barely read. I
Well,
only know a couple
clearly
phrases.
you didn't get the pun between ale and wine, but okay, that's cool.
I don't know what a pun is. I'm sorry.
Perhaps you don't even know what ale and wine are.
Grishesh, there is no need to be ashamed. No need.
Listen, man, I'm a medieval era peasant. I don't understand complex literary.
Rashesh, have you heard of metaphorical or metaphysical allegories before?
I swear, if you bring up our freaking high school vocabulist, I'm gonna. I will create a sinkhole the size of Montana around you.
Oh,
None of us know what Montana
Not
is.
Montana.
do you think that if we hop in the bag of berries, we'll
we're
be safe
getting
from the
off topic.
sinkhole?
We're getting off topic.
Regardless, he kind of shows you out the door and says, "Go down this alley. The wider entrance to the catacombs is that way."
Could you pray with me before we go?
He goes,
Theo, let's
Of
get out of
course.
here. This is
Yeah.
a waste of our time.
All right, thank you.
Is Hazor conscious?
Barely.
This is
He
a
is-
good
Oh
question.
We
no!
forgot about Seishen, can you oh no, he's too big. I was gonna say, can you sling Hazor?
In
your
bear
back?
form, but I don't know if we would be able to get into the catacombs that way.
I don't know if that's smart
Shoot.
either.
Have
Can
I
I,
healed
like-
at all as well, or am
I
I
mean,
still at 4?
Dante was sitting right by Hazor,
Still
so
at
I
4.
could try to give the hint that way.
That's not a hint, bro.
If you would notice that I moved positions to sit right
I
by
wasn't-
Hazor, you
That
would have
was not a
known. You would have known that I
Okay.
was in a different spot. when we
Okay.
Blaine, you say a brief prayer with him.
So, do we refer to him as the one?
Yes,
All right.
because, well, actually, he asked which one are you more familiar with, and so he uses the term you're familiar with.
Well, I prefer the one.
He asks, he asks for protection over you as you go, and he asks that you find whatever you're looking for, and that you find true peace.
And I pray for well, not prosperity necessarily, but like safety of Grishesh
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
Very well. Good. All right. You guys run down the alley, and
Dante
down
wanted
towards...
to try to go through the narrow entrance.
Okay. I mean, you can...
I can certainly try, is what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I just want to be sneaky, so, want to try out the strats.
Mm-hmm. One second, I have to write on the map.
Do we have a catacombs map, or can we say like it?
You do.
Oh.
Oh.
Sterling Catacombs, it is labeled. All right. Hunter, you cannot really squeeze too well into it. It looks like it's barely big enough for a child. And so you follow the rest of the group. You guys go into the bigger entrance, and it kind of steps down this spiral staircase, and there's these damp, dingy, musty catacombs. After you close the doors behind you, you kind of hear whoever closes the door behind them kind of hears the pursuit of footsteps behind them, as if someone was chasing after you but didn't see where you went.
Oh.
And they kind of shout, "Where'd they go?" Ah, dang. The reward's getting harder and harder and less likely to be gathered by the minute. Oh. Hey, you! Go find some bloodhounds. We need to sniff them out.
We gotta go.
And then they walk away.
I really hope Grishesh is alright, because I don't want my boy to die. Alright. Guys, we
Go
gotta
to
go.
college.
I think that's actually a pretty good place to stop for today, actually.
Cool.
So let's end it there. So everyone did really well on roleplay today, I feel. I mean, there were some rough patches in dialogue, especially for myself. I feel I could have probably done that better. Plus, we were in a silly, goofy mood. So in a silly, goofy mood sort of
silly,
sense.
Goofy kind of game that we were
Yeah, I'm gonna give everyone 1 luck point.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
thank God.
I'm so sorry.
I am also going to give 1 free dice to everyone. And I am going to give dice to specifically to the following people. I will give 1 dice to Hazor for his combat abilities. And Hazor for save this for next week, but I'll also give you a dice for your constitution when we switch over to the next to the new system. Blaine, I will give you a dice to your faith.
Alright.
And I will also give you a dice to religious lore.
Oh, it goes directly to those?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dante, I will give you a dice for your stealth and a dice to your assassination abilities. Keo, I'll give you a dice to your medical skill. And I'll give you a dice to occultism.
Hell yeah.
Seishen, I'll give you a dice to your bear powers.
Bear down.
And a dice to your planar knowledge.
Cool.
Yeah, because Lord knows he needs it.
Additionally, for good roleplay, Seishen, I am going to grant you 1 providence point.
Ooh. Nice.
Blaine, I'm also going to give you a providence point.
That's good.
For your specific connection that you're making with the faith that you're trying to discover. So, all right. Does anyone want to ask for more?
I'm content.
Honestly,
That's
it's
what I
too
got.
much. You shouldn't have. But please go on.
Go on.
I'm good. I was you gave me what I was gonna ask for, so I'll take it. Although I will say that I'm gonna save all my free dice till next week
Yeah.
when we switch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So I've got like 16 free and then a couple others to throw around. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Saul's gonna marry me now. It's official. Got my providence point.
I think we talked
Hey,
about that
yo.
before we were live.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Does someone want to close us out?
I can do it, but I've already opened once, so I feel like someone else
Okay.
should.
Well, who wants to say bye to our audience other than just bye to our audience? If y'all won't do it, I will.
Next
Thank
time.
you.
There we go.
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
go for it, Andrew.
Thank you for coming out and watching Dice Addicts Anonymous. This was session number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Session number 6. Next time in session number 7, what's going to happen? We have some of the party trying to get through the catacombs, but there's a looming threat of bloodhounds coming after them. And then you have the other half of the party wanting to go see the headmaster and find out the secrets of the new magical relics that they found in Sam's obsidian box. So thanks for sticking around, and come visit us next week, Friday at 7:30 Central Time, for whenever all those things start to come to fruition.
Gonna be huge.
Thanks for watching, and